Hey everyone, it's Savannah and welcome back to my day-old tea. We are finally starting to decorate in the Forest of Valor and I am so excited about it. But before we can bippity-boppity-boo my forest, I think it's important to show you how it's starting off. So sadly, this is currently the situation over here. It ain't much, but it's what we've got. I've been struggling to decorate this biome, but surprisingly, a recent turn of events has made me become inspired and I'm ready to start decorating. This area over here next to the staircase is a section I made for my Dream Snaps challenge for the fire and water week. Here's how my photo ended up coming out. I like parts of this build. We're going to be destroying other parts. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. So I did like a lot of how I had started this build, but it was a little bit too cluttered, and I also had some items in here that I didn't necessarily want to keep. They were just here to be able to submit the Dream Snaps challenge. So I went in and removed items I didn't want to keep in the build. Sadly, had to let these elemental pillars go, but I think we were better off without them. I played around with the placement of the castle over here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to have it straight against that back wall or if I wanted to center it in front of the garden and have it closer to the beach. I do think it could be really pretty like this with a little walkway right up to the front door. You could do a lot of greenery on either side and then have this gorgeous garden right when you come down the stairs. But once I saw it like this, I envisioned it with this gorgeous forest walkway with all the Dreamlight fruit trees extended over the path and having the castle in the back. So I knew I had to go with this placement. After centering the castle with my dirt path, I extended the brick road across to the other side of the forest and filled in all the pavement there. And then I am extending the dirt path to make it have a softer edge. I do have a full detailed video explaining how I decorate it in this way, so if you're interested in learning more about this technique, definitely watch that video. This is my favorite way to make paths seem more natural in this game, even though I tend to make the paths completely straight. I feel like I've struggled to decorate around this castle since putting it in the forest. I just didn't really have anywhere else to put it in my valley, but it was hard to decorate with it because I envisioned something very grand and regal, but on the other hand, I also want my forest to look like a forest, so the dirt path I had in here was just not going to work with the palace. But I think using the two paths in this way helped me to finally start decorating this area. Even though I used the bordered path, I also added a ton of the shrubs across the path to make it look even more natural, and I think this just really helped to blend the structured brick path with the dirt path. I was pleased to discover that the leaf rug was perfect for covering up the seam between the dirt path and the brick path. It worked perfectly to cover the area in between the paths where unfortunately they don't connect. This is something I'm definitely going to continue to do to help blend two paths like this throughout my valley, and I really hope we can get some more items similar to the leaf pile that would work in other biomes. Alright, so you're seeing me fiddle with this tree. Now these trees that I'm decorating widely with next to the castle are the tall maple trees, and these trees are fantastic because you can actually put them on top of the pathing. It will let you stack it right on top, and then you'll see me tucking the leaf pile under the tree to help kind of blend it. And I also think this is a really cute detail, like the tree is leaving behind a pile of leaves. I added in a bunch of the Forest of Valor shrubs and I tucked these up right against the rug, and you can still walk through this little pathway. Hopefully a villager does not get in my way because it's not much space to work with, but this was a really great way to blend the two paths together. Here I'm continuing to blend out this natural path, and I'm using a bunch of the Forest of Valor rocks and staggering them as I am arranging these flower bushes. I just want to let you know, if you have not completed the Toy Story friendship quests. Wait to place bushes like these all over your valley until you finish those quests. Trust me, it'll save you so much of a headache. I brought Cinderella's coach up onto the dirt road as if it was just arriving to the castle. I thought that this was a cute way to extend the build and kind of make it work with the forest. I'm going to add even more greenery here to make this look more overgrown. So I'm looking through the beach grass tab and trying to find the one specific beach grass that is layerable. As you can see, this one is the one I'm looking for. It's no longer red and will let me put it really close to the carriage. Like I always say on this channel, more is more, so I'm adding in tons more of the flower bushes. I just can't get enough of them. They look so good surrounding the paths. I was really loving all of the pops of blue between the castle, the Cinderella items, and I wanted to throw in this cute little gingham blanket. It was added during one of the most recent updates, and it is fantastic. We're talking about a lot of items that layer in this game, and the butterfly flowers is no exception. Using these items and having a good understanding of what's available to you in the decorating tab is so important. I find that it definitely helps me to feel more creative and inspired and get to try out new ideas. So definitely play around with all of the options within the landscaping tab and see what you can come up with. So here is just a little walkthrough of how the area is looking so far. I find it very helpful to switch in between the view from my character as well as looking through the decorating tab so that I can get a better idea of how everything's gonna look when I'm actually walking around. In doing this, I decided that I didn't really like where the gazebo was, so I ended up placing it more towards that back section of the courtyard. And then I really love these enchanted benches, so I tucked one under the gazebo, and I ended up making this side of the courtyard into a little pond area. So I brought in Moana's pond, and I'm gonna place it in the corner here, and then I just ended up adjusting it so that the higher rocks were all the way in the corner. I just found this angle to look a little bit nicer. And then I'm gonna go in and just add in a bunch more greenery, some plants. These cherry blossom trees were finally back in the shop, so you know I had to pick them up. I can't wait to put them in my glade of trust. And with these finishing touches, our build is now complete. Well, to be fair, maybe complete is the wrong choice of words because it feels like I'm never done decorating in this game. But here is a final walkthrough of the area. I love how everything came out. I'm actually really surprised with how much I like this. I'm shocked at how much a Dream Snaps challenge ended up inspiring me to build in my valley this week. But hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm so excited that I finally did something over here in my Forest of Valor. And I hope this gives you some inspiration on something you can do with your castle. And if this castle isn't your style, I also have the Nightmare Premium House skin, and we are going to be decorating that as a haunted house castle closer to fall, so definitely stick around for that. In case you missed it, or if you're new to my channel, I did just post my 500 hours valley tour, so definitely check out the video if you want to see how more of my valley looks. And I also just wanted to say thank you guys so much for allowing me to take some time offline from posting and streaming and being able to enjoy my birthday. I ended up taking a little bit more time off than I originally planned, but I felt like it was very well needed, and I wanted to say thank you guys so much for all of the birthday wishes and your continued support. We're also going to be continuing to build in my forest, so there definitely will be more in this build series to come. With all that being said, I have a ton of upcoming video ideas and things I want to do with y'all on stream, so definitely make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like button if you did enjoy this video, and I will speak to you guys very soon. Bye!